welcome. My name is Brianna Santoro, founder of thenakedlabel.com, and today I am here with my good friend Tamara Green. We were actually classmates back at the Institute of Holistic Nutrition, so we've been together studying nutrition since day one, which is so much fun. And I'm so excited that she's in my new cookbook, Get Naked in the Kitchen.
Woo!
So today we're going to be making one of the recipes from the book. It's on page 127, Roasted Veggie Almond Tart. I absolutely love this recipe.
Delicious.
Yes, I'm very excited. So before we get started, tell us a little bit about your philosophy on food.
Well, my philosophy on food is to always eat whole foods that nourish your body. It's always about nourishing your body, and when you have certain cravings or things like that, you always want to pay attention to them. And there are times that you might crave foods that you know aren't that great for you, but as long as you're eating them in love and not feeling guilty, it's okay. But mostly just eat tons of greens and you'll be okay.
So I want to tell you a little bit about what Tamara does and all the amazing things that she's up to. So she owns a company called The Living Kitchen. Now tell us a little bit about what The Living Kitchen is all about. What do you guys do?
Absolutely. So The Living Kitchen is very much about food. So we really combine nutrition with cooking and food to deliver these amazing nutrients into people's bodies. So we offer personal chef services, catering, meal delivery, with a strong focus on working with people with cancer. And a lot of our clients don't necessarily have cancer. They might have diabetes or cardiovascular disease, or they're simply just healthy and want to maintain their health. So the whole point is to make food taste amazing, but also nourish people and make them well and heal them.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And you know, when people are dealing with different illnesses, the last thing they want to think of, there's so many things they've got to think about. If we can just help them to make sure they're nourishing themselves, which is what you guys do, which is so beautiful about what you do, then they're just that much closer to achieving their health goals. The stress is reduced. It's just really great.
Exactly.
Cool. Now, where can they find more information about you?
So they can find more information about The Living Kitchen at livingkitchenwellness.com.
Perfect. Amazing. Now, let's get started. What are we making today? What's up first?
Okay, so we're making the almond veggie tart. That's on page 127 of the book. And we're first gonna start off with chopping veggies. Okay, because that's gonna go sort of in the middle part of the tart. It's gonna be delicious.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna have you chop the zucchini here into discs. And I'm going to chop the sweet potato also into discs.
Awesome.
So all of these amazing veggies are so great that we're putting them in this one dish, right? Because the whole point is you want foods that are really colorful, that have different phytonutrients and antioxidants, that are all going to heal the body, prevent disease, and taste good.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna have you, chop the asparagus here.
Okay, I will do that. And I don't know if you do this as well, but I usually just break off the bottom really easy. I find it kind of tough.
It's a great trick. Okay, so now that we have our rainbow of veggies here, we are gonna add some oil and some fresh herbs and sea salt to season.
Okay, and which herbs have you chosen for this?
So we've chosen rosemary and thyme.
And they smell so good.
Yeah, incredibly fragrant.
Especially that rosemary.
So a cool trick with thyme, if people don't know this, is you actually can just
pull it off.
Slip it right off.
I like easy.
Yeah.
Easy's good.
Easy's way better than having to slice it or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you could probably do the same with rosemary, actually. It might not be as chopped, but it can just slide right in there.
That was easy.
Okay, so now we have the oil over there. So do you want to do the honors and pour it in?
I will, and I believe it was about 2 teaspoons, so I'll throw that in there.
Excellent. And then here we have a really great sea salt. So I'm not going to measure because I don't like measuring, but I know how much is going in there. So
perfect. That is definitely an eighth of a teaspoon.
That's an eighth of a teaspoon right there.
Yeah, to the granule. I feel like my fingers are the best kitchen utensil I've ever had.
I totally agree. My hands are definitely my most favorite kitchen utensil.
Incredible.
And we're gonna put these here, and our oven is heated right now. Whoops, we have a rogue onion.
Okay, so I'll stick that in here. Awesome. And then that cooks for, I think it was 15 to 25 minutes, or until they're done.
Until they're roasted. So this bad boy.
Yes.
So I like to What I like to do is cut it into two so that I can create a flat surface with these. So I'll cut right here. And now we have two flat surfaces.
Okay.
And that way it's much easier to peel.
Okay, great.
And easily, you just can peel it like that.
I'm gonna move these so they can see ya.
And peel the sticker right off. And then we are going to put it in a pot with some water.
Yep.
And just steam it until it's soft and we can
mash
So for the crust, we're going to measure out 1 cup of almond flour.
Okay, I will pass that to you, my dear.
Also known as almond meal. And if you have almonds at home and you have a high-powered blender, you can make your own. And then it's a cup of oat flour, but you can really use any flour you so desire. And today we're gonna use quinoa flour instead.
Okay. And the great thing about these two flours is they're both gluten-free.
So we're gonna mix that up around, and then we're gonna add our sesame seeds, which are right there. So you can just pour those right in. Awesome. We're gonna add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna add our oil.
Okay, let me drizzle it.
Yeah, go for it. Great. Okay, so let's mix that up so that it starts to get a bit more like a doughy ball.
Okay.
And this is usually where we add some water, because if it's not getting
doughy enough,
it's good to add just a little bit of water.
I'm gonna doughify it.
Right. Exactly. Okay. What we're gonna do is basically have that oiled.
Okay.
Or you can also put a piece of parchment paper.
I'm gonna drizzle some oil in here.
Yeah.
For you.
Dough ball.
Okay.
Is what I will call it.
Dough ball.
A dough ball. And all we're gonna do is you can put that right down, and we're just going to mash this out.
Perfect.
And get it all the way around so that you're really building a crust. And like I said, this is very much not a traditional crust in the sense that it's going to be more crunchy. It will be softer, but it's also going to be incredibly delicious.
Which is the whole point.
And then depending on what kind of pie dish you have, you can also build it up around the side. You can fork it around to make it look
fancified.
A little bit more fancy. Exactly. So our pie crust is now ready to go into the oven.
That looks great. So we'll stick that in there. And that goes in for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Right? Crust is done, and let's fill this baby.
Okay, so the next step is to mash our squash that had been steaming. So with a masher, you just go like this. If you have a food processor at home, you can also put it in there to get a really smooth mash. But
this is really great for getting out your frustration from the day. If you're ever really annoyed or frustrated.
Want to take over there, Brianna?
Just hammer away.
Perhaps you have some frustration to take out on the squash right now. So this is nicely mashed, and the next step is to put it just in the middle of our tart here.
Now
next
our
part,
veggies that smell so good.
These delicious roasted veggies. Now, you could make these into a really beautiful design if you're having guests over or something like that. You could put the sweet potatoes down first, and then you can put the zucchinis on top. But I kind of like when things are beautifully chaotic. So I'm just actually going to put them on top like this with no sort of organization whatsoever.
I love that. I feel like that's a really good description of my life a lot of the time.
Beautifully chaotic. Right? And it still looks stunning because all of the colors are just so vibrant.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just chop up this arugula a little bit so we can throw that on top.
Perfect. Yeah, everything's a rustic chop. It doesn't need any sort of guidance.
Spread that out.
Yeah, just make some room.
Oh my gosh, this looks so good.
And that's it. It's stunning, it's delicious, it's gluten-free.
Yeah.
And you're gonna enjoy this.
You really are.
Yeah.
And I would say, if you haven't noticed, this is one hot dish.
It actually is.
Caution.
So enjoy.
Thank
greens, veggies, colors, almond.
Perfect. Amazing. Thank you so much, Tamara, for being here today. Isn't she so fantastic? And again, she is in Get Naked in the Kitchen. And remind everyone who's watching where they can find out more information about you.
livingkitchenwellness.com.
Definitely go there, check it out. Really great resource. They've got all kinds of awesome articles and recipes as well. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.
Bye.